This hospital worker's leaf blower isn't blowing away leaves.
Nope, they're here again this year.
Mary Baker says the Mormon crickets are back again after being a problem last year.
But I spend a lot of time on my porch with my broom. A lot of time with my broom, sweeping them off the porch.
At the regional hospital, they've covered walls, doors, walkways, bushes, grass. If you do see them, please watch your step. Actually, oh my God, sorry. Because they could startle you.
This is just a pile of dead Mormon crickets right here.
Robert Carlson's been working hard to get rid of them since early May.
I use a pump sprayer with water and palm olive soap. It drives me crazy.
He says these past few weeks, he's seen them not just in Elko.
Yes, other towns. Out to Osino, Rendon area.
A creepy, crawly, pesky problem.
The craziest thing I've seen is they eat each other.
Luckily, they don't seem to want much to do with people. It's more of just a nuisance. I will say most of the town does not look like this. It took us a minute to kind of drive around and find where they were gathering. It does seem like Elko's been dealing with the Mormon crickets for a few weeks now. Amanda Gilbert, KUTV 2 News.
Mary, where are you going right now?
We're going out to lunch.
It's not hard to find people who say they've paid too much to eat out, like Susanna and Melody.
Do you remember how much you paid or what you had?
It had to be about $21 from just me, yeah.
That if you're by yourself, you're going to spend like $30, and it's not a fancy restaurant. So.
Kelsey recently bought fast food for her friends.
And we spent like $120 for like 6 people just for burgers and fries.
The latest inflation numbers confirm the price of food at restaurants continues to go up faster than the food at the grocery store. But you might be surprised to know the biggest price increases are not at fancy restaurants.
Hi, what can I get for you tonight?
The takeout meals are actually increasing faster than a sit-down meal.
That's local economist Phil Dean.
Is your takeout meal going to go down in price anytime soon?
No.
Okay. What about eating at a restaurant?
Yeah, I think on all of those, we're going to continue to see price increases as those companies have a hard time finding labor.
Across the U.S., including Utah, finding and keeping good workers remains a struggle and a big cost for all restaurants, whether it's fast food or fine dining, like Urban Hill in downtown Salt Lake.
What is the top line item that's most costly for you?
Oof. Labor.
Urban Hill co-founder Brooks Kirsheimer spends more on his employees.
We offer health insurance to all of our associates. We offer a 401k plan with a match. We do a free family meal every single day. Full open kitchen, wood fire grill.
Prices here run from moderate to high.
You know, we have a burger that is a full meal that someone could enjoy that's, I believe, $24 all the way up to, you know, a beautiful ribeye in the 90s.
Kirsheimer is constantly crunching numbers to keep tabs on his rising costs.
What it costs us to make the dish just with the food, and then you have to add on the labor and the utilities and the equipment and all these other things that...
Some dishes no longer make sense in this economy. Like when scallops doubled in price, he took them off the menu.
It's like, no, I'm not going to pay that. Why would I expect a guest to pay that? That's not the right thing to do.
But despite rising inflation and high prices, restaurants overall are doing well.
100%.
You're not losing customers.
It's been a surprise to us, I think, in some respects, of the money that some are still spending out there on a daily basis to go out to restaurants.
Economist Robert Spendliff says experts like him are stumped too. People don't like the high price of eating out, but they haven't stopped doing it.
And we've been expecting consumer spending to come down to adjust to this increase in prices, but people really like this level of service. And so people continue to be willing to pay it.
Not everyone can afford to eat out these days, and some people do eat out less, but many are not willing to give up the luxury of having someone else do the cooking.
Even though everything's really expensive and people don't like it, they're still spending. Why do you think that is?
I think it's hard for people to break their custom. Even though they can't afford it, they have a credit card.
That's going to be $335 on the second window.
Christina Flores, KUTV 2 News.
Video from Anthony Baugh's security camera captures the small plane crashing into his yard. It's the same video he saw while he was at work.
And I seen the video footage of the plane kind of sliding towards my house. It's immediately left me in a panic, trying to get home as fast as I could.
While Baugh was on his way home, his neighbor Katie Quigley heard the plane come down.
I heard a big bang, and like I said, I thought they just dropped off on those big dumpsters.
But when she saw neighbors running, she knew it was something more than that. She came outside to see the two people who were inside the plane being helped out of the wreckage. She went to help too.
They said that they were okay. When I was on the phone with 911, they were saying that they're okay, they're alert. I think they were shaken up, adrenaline running. They didn't say a whole lot. They kept holding each other's hand, make sure they were okay. Each other were okay.
Witnesses told me a man and a woman were in the plane. They both had cuts on their heads and were bleeding, but seemed to be okay. Once Bob finally got back home, someone told him what they saw.
He had seen the plane taking off. I don't know if the propeller went out or whatever, but it started to bank sideways, kind of just fell towards this direction from the airport, hit that tree line, and then just slid, hit the street, and then jumped the curb and into our yard.
The tree in Bob's front yard stopped the plane from sliding into his house where his wife and 4 kids were. People in the neighborhood say it was a close call for everyone involved.
A lot of people here were blessed today, so